Good Saturday morning and welcome to another edition of the award-winning Outdoors with Larry Ray.
Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency.
Now, here's your host, Larry Ray.
Good Saturday morning. Welcome to Outdoors with Larry Ray. This is Larry Ray. May not sound like Larry Ray to you, but got some health issues I'm dealing with this Saturday morning. Got COVID. Me and my wife both had COVID, so it's about like when I had cancer last year and I was able to do the show from my house. And that's what we're doing on this third Saturday, but you know that means that Frank Barton's in the studio. Good morning, Frank.
Good morning, Larry, and good morning, everyone.
And then one of my favorite people is stepping in. He always does, it seems like. He's there when I need him, and that's our good friend David Beal. Good morning, David.
Hey, what's going on? I'm good, Larry.
More than I need right now, but if I get to coughing, you guys just take over. But we got a full show today with some great guests, and David's going to be involved in a lot of this, so save it for the last. You're not going to want to miss the last segment because we're going to turn it to David Beal and Square Bill Crank guys. He's ready, and Frank's ready because he's got a special guest coming up on the third segment, and I'm looking forward to that as we talk about the Master Nationals. And so Frank, when is that? When's the Master National?
Master National will start 1 week from yesterday.
That's what I thought.
1 week from yesterday.
Well, let's tease everybody right here, folks, because we got a big announcement came out of Memphis this week, and we're going to talk more about it on next week's show. But the Ducks Unlimited Expo, DUX as they call it, presented by Purina Pro Plan, is coming back to Memphis in 2025. But as Frank knows, it's going to be all indoors. I don't see him doing the duck dolls, super retrievers, unless they got a big pond they're going to put up inside the Renaissance Convention Center. So, but I'm kind of excited, Frank. I know you were involved with it when it was here before, so I'm glad for it's coming back.
I am too. I missed it. My Retriever Club participated in the back then they called them the various villages, and it was the dog village. But there was for if you were an outdoors person, there literally was something for everyone at that event.
So, but it is all indoors now, so there won't be any villages, anything like that, and there will not be one next year. You know, it's been in Texas for the last 3 years at the Texas Motor Speedway, which I was always thought, well, I don't know about that place, but just to have it back where Ducks Unlimited headquarters are, and to have it back for the local people, particularly the Mississippi Flyway, and you're just right across the street from the Pyramid with Ducks Unlimited waterfowl exhibits in the Bass Pro Shops at the Pyramid. So I'm looking forward to that coming. I know there's a lot of things going to. We'll talk about this more in depth on next week's show with the folks at DU and present that. But I got to ask. Frank's already told me that he's getting in gear for duck season and already checking on me. So hopefully I'll be okay by duck season, Frank. I'm worried about deer season, but I'm hoping I'm okay for that. And then, David, this is really prime time, isn't it, for fishing, isn't it? I mean,
oh, absolutely, man. It's a beautiful time of the year for fishing out there, and we'll get into that a little bit more later on. But I'm telling you, the weather makes everybody want to grab a rod, don't it, Frank?
even Frank, he might grab a rod. I don't know.
Yeah.
But, well, I know it helps train your dogs, Frank. And
it's much easier with the dogs right now. We don't have to. Yeah. We don't have to get up, early in the morning at daylight to go train because of the heat and water starting to cool off now, and so it's all much better for the dogs, and the dogs can tell it too.
Yeah, I think this all started for me. I played golf Saturday, and I played golf Tuesday, and I was supposed to play golf yesterday. but I canceled that for sure. That cold weather got to me, I guess, and I just don't know how you get COVID, but I know Shelby has dealt with it. Some of her family has. So me and my wife Miriam are going to deal with it for a while here, see what happens. But then Frank, I know we're going to talk Scholastic Clay Targets on the first segment after this one with a young lady that is really, really good. That's Ashley Tone. She is with the Tennessee Wildlife Federation. She is the manager for the Scholastic Clay Target program. But Frank has set up something, a guest coming up here in the 2 segments. Give him a tease here, Frank. This is a pretty good guest, right?
Dr. Becky Malthus.
Yes.
Is a veterinarian from the Thomasville, Georgia area.
Where the Nationals will be, that's where they'll be,
and
right?
that's where the Master National event is going to be starting in less than a week now. And Becky is the chairman of this year's event, which will be the largest performance event in the history of the American Kennel Club. I keep reminding her of that often, just so I can keep her in check.
How many dogs?
1,220 dogs have entered.
Golly,
wow.
That blows my mind right there. And you say it hasn't been in Thomasville, Georgia, which really is that's just a prime destination for bird hunters and others, isn't it, Frank? And,
it is.
Hasn't been there in 20 years. Is that what you said?
2003 was the first and the last time that it's been there. It was the first. Actually, it was the first event that I ever attended, and
really?
And it is it's a mecca for dogs and retriever world. Not only retrievers but also pointing dogs, because of the habitat down there. And they've it's similar. If you think of duck hunting and Stuttgart, you would think bird hunting in Thomasville, Georgia. Yeah, they would kind of go hand in hand the same way.
So we're gonna talk to Becky, and then we're gonna talk a little catfishing, David. We got the man himself, Captain David Magnus from Cat and Around Guide Service. He's tagging big catfish in the Mississippi River from Memphis down south, and he was at the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency commission meeting last Friday, and I've got David coming on to talk about tagging big catfish that weigh over 20 pounds. He's had them tagged and found them 400 miles away.
Oh, wow. Amazing.
Yeah. And then, of course, we're going to talk to Emily Buck. She is the Director of Communications and Outreach for the TWRA. And they really surprised me last Friday at the commission meeting at the Courtyard Marriott when they gave me a really nice award. I had no idea about it. I was concerned. I was kind of wondering why he asked if my wife was coming. I couldn't figure out why Bill Cox said that, but anyway, we'll talk to Emily. And then, as I said, wrap it up with our man David Field in the last segment. And folks, I don't know how long this will go for me. This headphone works really good, but I'm not a guy that likes to sit around the house all this time, and I know my wife doesn't. So, but
Larry, you feel free to call me Hillbilly.
I know that hillbilly. Did I see you in a commercial for a mayor candidate? Did I see David Fields' picture in there? It just looked like you. So
I think I got a look-alike.
Huh? Okay, well, you got a look-alike out there, buddy. You better. But anyway, it sure looked like you. But I appreciate both of you guys. I'm going to hope. Excuse me. I hope my voice holds up and we can get through this. I would much rather be in studio, but Shelby McCall is pushing all the buttons, making it all happen. So we're going to keep this thing going. I think I've only missed one show maybe 2 in all these years, even with my cancer, that I was able to do it from the house because it means a lot to our listeners out there that love to listen to us. All you good folks in Brownsville on 1520 AM, 95.3 FM, Jackson, Tennessee, News Talk 101.5, and, of course, right here in Memphis on AM 790, 92.9 HD FM, and every Saturday morning. We're on in Memphis from 9 till 10:30, and hopefully I'll be able to get through it, but I don't know. So are you prepared, Frank, to jump in when I go under here?
Between the three of us here in the studio, I think we can have this. We can handle this.
I mean, cough drops.
Because you have given us all adequate preparation.
Well, I try to do that, don't I?
You do, and we're about to get Ashley on the phone right now for that next segment for you.
We're going to have Ashley Tone, and I'm looking forward to that. Tennessee Scholastic Clay Target Program, as we know it, is SCTP. She is the manager, Tennessee Wildlife Federation, and she has to sit with Mike Butler, the director of the Tennessee Wildlife Federation, at the commission meeting. And, boy, he said some nice things about Ashley. I hope she's up to this now because she's good. She's done it really well, and I think we're going to follow it. Don't y'all get too bad. We got 3 women on the show today, okay? So don't can y'all handle that?
I'm all right. You just don't have every segment on fishing, and I'm fine with that.
Well, I
can handle a couple, but when you have the whole fishing segment and I'm on here, I kind of feel like a fish out of water, so to speak.
Well, David's going to jump in there.
That's right.
He will
as we do this and everything. But so there is.
All right. Well, we're going to get Ashley on the phone for you, Larry. Before I know she's lined up for this next segment, so we need to get her on the phone for you.
All right, let's take a break. We'll be right back on Outdoors with Larry. Right.